The members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House.
Oh my God, if you like irony, today's your day. That, of course, was Miss Dairy Queen, a.k.a. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the second-term representative from Deliverance, Georgia, calling for the House to come to order.
The members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House.
And what you heard was belly-gut laughter from the 400-plus members who have had to listen to Greene due to decorum, what Trump did for spray tanning. You see, the House of Representatives is an eclectic assortment of personalities, from election deniers to pathological liars to Sasquatch herself. And since many represent districts where an 8th grade diploma makes you the smartest guy in the county, the House of Representatives breeds the Marjorie Taylor Greenes of America. Greene's call for decorum is ironic, but not to her. Dairy Queen's sense of irony is about as sharp as a Georgia book club. She screamed at Biden during the State of the Union, but that was just the beginning. Greene holds a potpourri of insanity.
Possible satanic worship, and maybe that all these scary things that people talk about on what's considered conspiracy sites and conspiracy theories really may be true. But that's what Q has been telling everyone.
Ranging from sedition and treason for her participation in the January 6th riot.
If we have a sea of people, if we shut down the streets, if we shut down everything, if we flood the Capitol building, flood all the government buildings, go inside. These are public buildings. We own them. We own these buildings. Do you understand that? We own the buildings and we pay all the people that work in the buildings.
To her plea to Tiny Fingers for a pardon.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, right here from Northwest Georgia. Oh boy, I don't want to mess with her. No, she's great.
This one, I never, ever want to have her as my enemy. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Where is she? She is so unbelievable.
Also joining us tonight are Georgia representatives Marjorie Taylor Greene. I love Marjorie.
Stripped of her committee assignments by the House Democratic majority over racist remarks in her first term, her embrace of conspiracy theories and her past endorsement of violence against leading Democratic officials has kept her on the crazy radar ever since.
Have you seen the picture of Ruth Bader Gingrich walking through the airport?
Yeah, like the body double for Hillary Clinton. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
So
I do not believe that was Ruth.
For example, in 2018, after a California wildfire killed 84 people, Greene, in a Facebook post, speculated that a bank controlled by the Rothschild family, who are Jewish, had a motive to start the fire, clearing the path for a high-speed rail project Jerry Brown wanted. She said the fires could have been started by, I'm not kidding, Jewish laser beams shot from space by allies of the solar energy industry.
Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes, and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body.
But I'm just getting started. The next year, Greene said that 2 Muslim women in Congress should go back to the Middle East because they took their oath on the Quran and not the Bible.
Yes, I could dive into Kennedy getting killed in the plane crash, because isn't it interesting that he had announced he was going to run for Senate just before he died in a mysterious plane crash. But anyway, so that's another one of those Clinton murders, right?
Dairy Queen then said she heard of a video where Anthony Weiner and Hillary had cut off a child's face, and she said that Pelosi should be executed for treason.
We need conservatives in Washington that will keep it that way. The Democrat Party is no longer an American party. They are now the party of socialism. They want to rip our borders wide open. They want to kill babies up until birth and maybe even afterwards. I have a message for Antifa terrorists. Stay the hell out of Northwest Georgia.
She also liked the January 2019 Facebook post that called for a bullet to the head of Pelosi. Get the picture? Because there's more. The same Georgia swamp monkey you just heard shout for decorum once denied that a plane hit the Pentagon.
We had witnessed 9/11, right? We had witnessed 9/11, the terrorist attack in New York, and the plane that crashed in Pennsylvania, and the so-called plane that crashed into the Pentagon. It's odd, there's never any evidence shown for a plane.
And then there was Pelosi's Gazpacho police.
Not only do we have the D.C. jail, which is the D.C. gulag, but now we have Nancy Pelosi's Gazpacho police. Gazpacho police.
She also called for pro-choice groups to be treated as terrorists.
I'm proud to introduce a bill that will declare the groups Ruth Sent Us and Jane's Revenge domestic terrorists.
And as monkeypox was spreading, she tweeted it was an STD threatening children. It's not.
People talk about on what's considered conspiracy sites and conspiracy theories really may be true. But that's what Q has been telling everyone.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has also said that CVS and Walmart are grooming children by selling condoms near toothbrushes for kids. They don't.
By the way, you can pick up a butt plug or a dildo at Target and CVS nowadays.
She also claimed that climate change was good for the world.
We've already warmed 1 degree Celsius, and do you know what's happened since then? Here, let me tell you. We have had more food grown since then, which feeds people. We are able to, producing fossil fuels keeps people's houses warm in the winter. That saves people's lives. People die in the cold.
Right.
This earth warming and carbon is actually healthy for us. It helps us to feed people. It helps keep people alive. It helps. The earth is more green than it was years and years ago, and that's because of the earth warming. That's because of carbon.
And of course, there are the classics: Q, 4chan, Democratic pedophiles drinking children's blood.
Have you guys been following 4chan, Q, any of that stuff? Anybody? It's a story that if you were actually to write this in a book, honestly, I probably would quit reading the book because it's so unbelievable. It's an anonymous person. All right, so Q is a patriot. We know that for sure. It's not just Democrat and Republican, left and right. You can dive down in that Civil War into deeper levels where we have basically the deep state is fighting back against President Trump, the loyal people in his administration, and the American people. Okay, I mean, is it going to be true that the child pedophilia and the elites in the Washington, D.C., is that what we're really going to see come out? Is it true? Is the type of corruption we're going to see come out, is it going to be satanic worship that possibly all these people are involved in?
It's exhausting, really. Marjorie Taylor Greene is like sitting next to the bathroom on a Greyhound bus on a 2-lane road on a hot August afternoon. She's not dangerous, she's disgusting, although she is a danger to the voters in her district whose hate for Democrats exceeds their ability to see Greene for what she truly is, a living obscenity, an ignorant courier for Trump's bigotry and hate.
Am I wrong?
Fucking A.
Damn right.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
Subscribe on YouTube at Really American.